This episode contains detailed discussions of a mass shooting, its aftermath, and its impact on the LGBTQ+ community. Many individuals have direct personal connection to the events described, which involves mentions of violence and loss. In the early hours of June 12, 2016, a tragedy unfolded at Pulse nightclub in Orlando, Florida. It would shake the community to its core and leave a lasting imprint on the nation's consciousness. Pulse was hosting its well-attended Latin Night, a weekly event that drew patrons from all walks of life to celebrate diversity and freedom. As the night progressed, the atmosphere was one of joy and unity. However, that sense of safety was brutally shattered when Omar Mateen, armed with a rifle and a semi-automatic pistol, entered the club and commenced shooting. Mateen's rampage through the club lasted for hours, during which 49 individuals were killed and 53 were seriously wounded. The sound of gunfire were interspersed with moments of eerie silence, broken only by the ringing of cell phones in the pockets of victims, calls from frantic loved ones that would never be answered. Clubgoers helped each other escape. They barricaded doors and provided first aid until first responders arrived.
We've got deputies and a lot of officers in there right now. They're trying to get them all out.
The Orlando police and other agencies responded with urgency, but their entry was delayed due to the unfolding situation, a point of contention that has been heavily debated. Critics argue that quicker action could have saved more lives. The assailant, Omar Mateen, was a 29-year-old security guard with a complex web of motivations that seemed to include allegiances to conflicting terrorist ideologies and a deep-seated animosity towards the queer community. The immediate aftermath of the tragedy focused heavily on Mateen's background, including the FBI's previous investigations into his connection with terrorist groups. Those concluded without action. Mateen's wife, Noor Solomon, was thrust into the spotlight, facing accusations of her own of aiding and abetting her husband's actions. Her 2018 trial, which ended in her acquittal, raised significant controversies about her actual involvement and the fairness of holding her accountable for Mateen's atrocities. Mateen had a history that raised alarms before the tragic event. In the lead up to the shooting, he was reported to have been seen on several occasions around Orlando, his presence captured by public security cameras. Investigations post-attack revealed that Mateen had visited Pulse and other local venues, seemingly scouting locations. His behavior and frequent visits suggested a calculated approach, as he meticulously planned the horrific act. These findings painted a chilling picture of premeditation, underscoring the devastating impact of his actions on the night of June 12th, when he unleashed a terror on a vibrant community gathered in celebration. My own experience at Pulse prior to the tragedy were filled with memories of laughter and a sense of belonging. The club was more than just a nightlife venue. It really was a sanctuary where individuals could express themselves without fear. I actually recall in those moments in that night when I was seeing this on social media, just like this profound grief came over me, knowing that such a haven had been desecrated, turning those memories of joy into echoes of terror for all of the community in Orlando. The aftermath of the Pulse shooting rippled throughout Orlando and the surrounding area of Central Florida and across the world. The community grieved collectively, with vigils and memorials springing up to honor the victims and support the survivors. Orlando's residents showed immense solidarity, lining up for hours to donate blood and offer whatever support they could to those affected. The impact extended beyond immediate emotional responses, prompting discussions about gun control, mental health, and the LGBTQ+ rights. The shooting underscored the ongoing challenges faced by the queer individuals, particularly those that came from marginalized communities, and it sparked activism aimed at addressing these issues. Survivors and the families of victims of the Pulse nightclub massacre had hoped by now to have a permanent memorial in place for the 8th anniversary of the attack. Instead, new scaled-back plans are now getting off the ground following a botched effort to build a multi-million-dollar memorial and museum by a private foundation that disbanded last year. The city of Orlando purchased the nightclub property last year for $2 million and it has since outlined a more modest plan for a memorial. The original idea for a museum has been jettisoned, and recently city leaders formed an advisory board to help determine what the memorial will look like. City officials said the goal is to have a memorial completed by 2028 at the site near downtown Orlando. As Orlando continues to heal and build from the tragedy, the community remains focused on fostering resilience and unity. The planned memorial will serve as a lasting testament to the lives lost and a symbol of the strength and solidarity that emerged in the wake of the shootings. The story of Pulse is one of profound loss, but also of love, bravery, and an enduring commitment to ensuring that the memories of those lost will lead to positive change. It stands as a reminder of the work still needed to protect and uplift the LGBTQ+ community and ensure a future where everyone can feel safe and celebrated for who they are. As we reflect on the anniversary of the Pulse nightclub shooting, our dedication to commemorating the victims and fostering safe environments for the queer community remains steadfast. Initiatives to strengthen gun control measures and secure queer rights persist, driven by the harsh realities revealed that night. Although the road to recovery and transformation is extensive, the memory of those we lost at Pulse continues to inspire and propel the movement towards a more inclusive and secure world.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of COMACase Files. If you enjoyed unraveling this mystery with us, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us keep investigating and bringing these forgotten stories back to light. For exclusive content and further discussions, join our Patreon community. Make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and follow us on our social media platforms to stay updated on new episodes. Join us next time as we continue to uncover the truths hidden in the shadows. Until then, keep questioning, keep listening, and take care.